Let's continue from where we left off. As you see, we have two brackets, so according to the BADMAS rule, we can start with the brackets. But as I told you before, if we have only minuses and pluses, we can do the distribution first. And let's see what happens if we do the distribution first. So I'm going to multiply minus by 2 over 3. I'll get minus 2 over 3. Multiply minus by minus 4 over 3. So minus times minus is plus. So it is plus 4 over 13. And I have minus times plus 4 over 7. So it is minus 4 over 7. So let me write these numbers as well. 2 over 3 minus 2 over 7 plus 4 over 13. So I'll do the grouping again. 2 over 3 and minus 2 over 3 will be a group. 2 over 3 minus 2 over 3. Plus minus 3 over 7 and minus 4 over 7 will be another group. Minus 3 over 7 and minus 4 over 7. This is another group. And this is the third group. Let me put the brackets here as well. Alright, so 4 over 13 plus 4 over 13. We have two 4 over 13s. And here we have exact same fraction, so the result is going to be 0. 2 minus 2 is 0. 0 over 3 is 0. Alright, this is 0. Plus, I have minus 3 over 7 minus 4 over 7. So I can rewrite this expression as minus 3 over 7 plus minus 4 over 7. So minus 3 minus 4 is going to be minus 7 over 7. So I got minus 7 over 7 here. Plus, so we have the same denominators as you see, 13. So 4 plus 4 is going to be equal to 8. 8 over 13. So minus 7 over 7 is negative 1. 0 plus negative 1 will be negative 1. Negative 1 plus 8 over 13. So negative 1 is actually negative 1 over 1, right? Negative 1 over 1. So now I can make the denominators equal. So I should make the denominator of this fraction 13. So I can make it negative 13 over 13. Negative 13 over 13 plus 8 over 13. So I got the denominators equal. Now I'm going to add the numerators. Negative 13 plus 8. Negative 13 plus 8 over 13. So the result is going to be negative 13 plus 8 is negative 5. Negative 5 over 13 is going to be our answer. Another example, we have, as you see, mixed operations on fractions. We have fractions and we have brackets, multiplication and subtraction. So according to BADMAS rule, what is the first thing we have to do? So we start with brackets. So we have 3 brackets. Let's start with brackets. So 1 minus 1 over 5. So instead of 1, we can write 1 over 1. And to make the denominator equal, let me write 1 over 1 minus 1 over 5. So I have to make this denominator 5. So how can I make it 5? I can write actually 5 over 5 instead of 1, minus 1 over 5. So I'll do the same thing for the other 2 expressions. So I'm going to write 6 over 6 minus 1 over 6 times 7 over 7 minus 6 over 7. So let's continue. So the denominators are equal, so I'm going to do the subtraction. 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1 is going to be 4 over 5, the first one. The second one, the denominators are equal, so 6 minus 1. 6 minus 1 is 5. and these are equal. As you see, the denominators are equal. 7 minus 6 is going to be, let me write 5 over 6. So 1 over 7 minus 6 is 1 over 7. So here we can do some simplification. We can simplify 5 by 5. So we can simplify these, and 4 over 6 simplifies to 2 over 3. Divide 4 by 2, we will get 2, and divide 6 by 2, we are going to get 3. So we divided both of the numbers by the same number, which is 2. So we got 2 times 1, which is 2, over 3 times 7, which is 21. So we could do this also this way. So 2 over 21 is our answer. We can multiply the numerators first. So 4 times 5 times 1 over, and then 5 times 6 times 7. Multiply the denominators. 5 times 6 times 7. After this, you can do the simplification. This is actually another way of doing that. So 5 and 5 cancels out. We are going to get 1 and 1 here. 4 times 1 is 4. 6 times 7 is 42. And then both of the numbers divisible by 2. 4 over 2 is 2. And 42 over 2 is 21. So we got our answer. It is 2 over 21. Okay, next example. I'm going to show 2 ways for this example. So whichever you are comfortable with, you can use that. So you know, as you already know that we use the BADMAS rule. And so first thing we have to do the brackets. So let's add all these fractions. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is the LCM of these numbers? LCM of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So LCM is going to be 60. I have to make the denominator 60. So how can I do that? 2 times what is 60? 2 times 30 is 60. 3 times 20. So 4 times what is 60? It is 15. 4 times 15 is 60. 5 times 12. And 6 times 10. So now we will get 30 over 60, because we multiplied these numbers by the numerators and the denominators. So we are extending our fraction. So we get 30 over 60 plus 20 times 1 is 20. 20 over 60. And then we get 15 times 1, 15 over 60. Then we get 12 times 1. Which is 12, and 12 times 5 is 60, and 10 times 1 is 10, over 10 times 6 is equal to 60. And then we have the bracket 60. Time is 60. Times 60. Okay, this is also 60. Alright, so now we have the same denominator, which is 60, right? 60, let me write 60. So now I'm going to add 30, 20, 15, 12, and I'm going to add these numbers. So let me write that here. 30 plus 20 plus 15 plus 12 plus 10 times 60 is equal to, so let's add these numbers. 30 plus 20 is 50, plus 15 is 65. So 75, 77, and 87. This is 87 over 60 times 60. So we can actually simplify these 60s, and we are going to get 87. 87 is going to be our answer. So 87 is our answer. So let me use the second way to solve this example. So you already know that we can actually distribute this C over A and over B. So we will get here A times C plus B times C. So now we can distribute this 60
over these numbers. So we are going to multiply 60 by 1 over 2, and then multiply 60 by 1 over 3, and then multiply 60 by 1 over 4, and multiply 60 by 1 over 5, and multiply 60 by 1 over 6. So 1 over 2 times 60 is equal to 60 over 2 is 30. What is 1 over 3 times 60? So 60 over 3, 20. 1 over 4 times 60. 60 over 4, 15. 1 over 5 times 60. So 60 over 5 is 12. And 1 over 6 times 60. 1 over 6 times 60. 60 over 6 is 10. So we are going to get 30 plus 20 plus 15 plus 12 plus 10. So let me do that here. We will add all these numbers. 30 plus 20 plus 15 plus 12 plus 10. So which is equal to 87. This is our answer.